Hello everyone and welcome to another Starbase video. I'm Pip and I'm here alone this time, as you can see, just temporarily, though I'm sure next time Ella will be here back with us. In any case, it's time for another Starbase developer vlog, so let's get started. First of all, we have some great news. We finally decided it's time to add loot boxes into the game. This means that you can now try your luck at getting a randomized piece of Pop's armor set or other great rewards. Just kidding. We're actually very much against ever adding things like that into the game. This loot box that we're talking about is an actual box with loot that gets left behind if your endo dies. This box will then contain all the items that you had with you when you died, other than your equipped armor set. So you can now loot the belongings of the endos that you've killed. The loot boxes also make insurance transfers a little less safe to use, since you'll also leave your items behind if you insurance transfer outside of a safe zone. But if you're inside a safe zone or if you've transferred your items into a station storage, you can still use the insurance transfer safely. The inventory looting is currently only in the public test universe, since we're waiting for item crates to be finished as well before adding the new loot system into the live universe. The paint tool has gotten various updates in the PTU too. You can now choose from 2 different layers to paint objects in 2 different colors, or to paint both layers at once. The paint canister icons are now also colored, which helps in showing which color is inside them. In the future, you'll also be able to adjust the size of the area that you're painting with the tool, so you won't need to paint a huge capital ship one part at a time. There's also a new feature that's been added to the spaceship designer in the PTU. You can now toggle thruster exhaust visualizations, so you can choose where to place your thrusters better. As usual, for full and more detailed listings of everything that's been added and fixed recently, you can check out the patch notes. As for what's upcoming, we've heard plenty of requests for better ways to repair broken ships, so I'll be focusing on upcoming ship repair features here. First, we have the Ship Repair Shop terminals. These offer an easy way to fix your ship by flying or spawning a ship in the ship repair zone and getting it automatically repaired. They work on all ship types, whether they're store-bought, made with the spaceship designer, made with easy build mode, or claimed using the registration deeds. The repair zone repairs the ship according to the ship's blueprint using either ore or parts, as well as a credit fee. These blueprints will also be able to be updated by flying the ship into this same zone and selecting it to save a new blueprint. The time it takes to repair depends on how many parts are needed to be repaired. Since this repair shop basically works by automatically crafting the needed parts using the ore in your inventory, you'll also be rewarded research points from the repaired parts. However, you won't get any research points from the parts that you haven't researched. These ship repair shop terminals will be located in the spaceship designer buildings in dev stations, and later also in player stations in hangar halls. The hangar halls can be built in player stations, and they are built from modular pieces that form a cuboid shape. A correctly built hangar activates a hangar zone within, and they are primarily used for spawning and despawning ships. They can gain functions by adding terminal modules that make it possible for them to be used for ship repairing, and to be able to access the spaceship designer from your very own station. They are non-instanced, unlike spawn areas at origin stations, which means that they will be occupied when a ship is inside it, preventing other ships from entering. The station's owner will be able to decide who has access to these halls. In addition to ship repair terminals, we'll also be improving the building tool, the universal tool's blueprint filler option, and we're working on a new ship towing device that'll make it possible to carry discovered broken ships elsewhere for repairs. For more info on what's coming up, like pictures of new types of furniture and endo armor sets, check out the weekly progress notes we post on the forums every Monday. Next, I'd like to address a question that we've seen being asked quite a few times. Is Starbase dead? So recently we've seen lots of people worry about how there aren't quite as many players as there were at launch, and whether this means that the game is completely dying, and if we're planning on doing something about that. So, first of all, we aren't at all worried about the current player numbers. We know that there isn't quite that much to do in the game right now, and we know that lots of players are just waiting to come back when we add more content such as station sieges. So if you feel like you don't want to log into the game right now, that's okay, we understand, and the game will still be there when you feel like it again. Of course, we do want people to play, and we appreciate the players that we have now, so in the meanwhile, before we're finished with polishing the bigger features enough to be added to the live server, we'll continue to be updating the game with smaller updates, especially in the PTU. Also, in order to provide a bit of extra content, we'll be organizing more in-game events. And speaking of events, some members of the community have also started hosting their own PvP events, for example Cuanto's Endocup tournaments that have been going on for a bit now. I'll drop a Discord link in the description below where you can join the Endocup Discord server for more info on how to join the fights. As for other community creations, we have this very cool map of the Starbase universe made by Fryke. It includes the gas planet Eos and all of its moons, allows you to add waypoints, and has visualizations of the asteroid belt zones. Of course, I'm also obligated to mention that it also has the true face of Eos visible, which makes it even better. I'll link where you can find Atlas in the video description. After this week, many of us devs will be away for the holidays, so unfortunately there won't be any more big updates coming to the game this year. But there will be some holiday-themed events happening soon. For more details about when and where these are happening, check out our Discord server. But here's a sneak peek. That's all for this one. Happy holidays and see you next year!